Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. Now let us look at the textbook exercises of chapter 12, The Tide Has Turned. The textbook exercises. Next we go to the vocabulary part. Before we do the exercises, let us look at a few idioms. Okay. First one is reel in. Reel in means to attract people. People are attracted towards you. Second one, hook, line and sinker. It means fooled or tricked into believing something. Somebody is fooling or tricking you so that you believe what he or she says. Third one, off the hook. No longer in difficulty or trouble. Means you are no longer in a difficult situation or in trouble. You are off the hook. Number 4, hooked. So captivated by something that you can't manage without it. Means you are so used to something that without that you are not able to do anything else. Number 5, opened a can of worms. Say something casually which brings in a lot of problems. You are saying something in a normal way, but actually that will bring a lot of problems. So these are 5 idioms. Using these idioms, you have to fill in the blanks. Use the correct idiom to fill in the blanks. We saw 5 idioms previously. Let us see how we can do it. Number 1, he fell for my story. Hook, line and sinker. So, this to believe something, whatever the other person says. Shah Rukh Khan's films always dash crores of spectators reeled in. Number 3, my boss is kind. No other person would have dash a lazy person like Ramesh. Let off the hook, leaving just like that. Number 4, Shaila hadn't been invited to the party, but Neeti went to Shaila and asked her cheekily, are you joining us for lunch? What a brilliant way to open a can of worms. So, that was a brilliant way to start a problem. Number 5, the day I touched a bat, I got hooked to cricket. Means I got addicted to cricket. Next we have the grammar. There are a few phrases given over there. You have to make meaningful sentences. You can use the sentences which I have given you, or you can write sentences of your own. First one, there was nothing left in the basket after the game was over. Second one, the little girl wrote cleverly the slogan that took everyone by surprise. Number 3, the tourist guide was patient in explaining the details of the swings. It is difficult to plan any outdoor activities in the monsoon. Number 5, there is a marvelous place to organize a picnic. Exercise B, join the sentences to make a compound sentence. So you have to join 2 sentences to make it 1 sentence. You can use conjunctions. Nisha took a tablet. She was ill. So Nishi was ill, so she took a tablet. So I joined both the sentences using the word so. Second one, I exercise regularly. I am chubby. So I exercise regularly for I am chubby. Number 3, I don't like fruit. I don't like vegetables. So I don't like fruit and vegetables when both are having the same words. Number 4, you can come with us. You can stay with grandma. So you can come with us or stay with grandma. Number 5, we want Neve. He did not listen. So we want Neve, but he did not listen. Number 6, Rob was late. I went on my own. Rob was late, so I went on my own. Now we look at exercise C. Choose the correct word. So there are some words given over there. You have to choose and you have to write. First one, if you work hard, you can also achieve great success. Number 2, they tried everything possible but couldn't save the tree. Number 3, you collect the baggage while I book a taxi. Number 4, although India batted well, they couldn't win the match. Number 5. I used to learn horse riding when I was in Ooty. Number 6. She has no friends as she is moody. Number 7. Unless you go to the gym, you will not be fit. Number 8. Her sister is very friendly whereas she is snobbish. Exercise D. Underline the subordinate clauses. Now subordinate clauses are sentences which is joined or which has a conjunction along with it. A conjunction before the sentence. That is subordinate clause. So let us look at first one. My dog was waiting where I left him. So my dog was waiting and I left him. In between it is where. So before the sentence, where I left him is the subordinate clause. Number 2. She could not catch the train for she started late from home. For she started late from home. Number 3. The doctor waited while the nurse cleaned the wounds. The answer is while the nurse cleaned the wounds. Number 4. I'll take my book back when we meet again. So when we meet again is the answer. Number 5. He was in such pain that he could not walk. That he could not walk. Number 6. Rashi's purse was just where she left it. Where she left it is the answer. Number 7. The children had a big smile on their faces as they saw their parents. As they saw their parents is the answer. Number 8. Take the clothes to the lawn so that they can dry faster. So that they can dry faster is the clause. Number 9. Please wait for me till I reach the station. Till I reach the station is a subordinate clause. Number 10. Whatever you do, your parents praise you. Whatever you do is the subordinate clause because whatever is the word that you are using and this is before the sentence. Next, let us look at the pronunciation. You have to put a comma wherever necessary. So we had learned this rule before and the rule is before the word and but, and you have two sentences and in between you have the word and but. Before these words you will put a comma. So let us look at that. My parents played cricket with us and we had a very good time. So we will put the comma before and. Number 2. Last night we ordered a pizza but they delivered a burger instead. Before but we will put the comma. Number 3. We wanted ling linguine but they only had fettuccine. So before but you will put the comma. Number 4. My school is big but my brother's school is bigger. Before but you will put comma. Let us look at the last one, writing part. You have to write a paragraph on life's not always fair. So you can write your own paragraph or if you want to write this, you can write this. Life is not always fair and everyone needs to accept it. One should try and make the best of every situation and instead of complaining, try to find a solution. We have to remember bad luck doesn't just happen to us. Life is filled with luck and also filled with change and chance. Our first response to adversity is, why me? We may question whether we did something to deserve this punishment or trouble. We may feel resentment for others who are not suffering and question why trouble did not choose them. Ernest Hemingway once said, the world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong in the broken places. It is often from bad luck that the opportunities for growth and development come. When we take the chance to grow through loss, grief, and adversity, we will become stronger and more resilient. So this is the end of the chapter. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.